Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your friend here, Raz's Retro, and I hope everyone is remaining retro. Basically, I'm doing a video for Final Fight, the original Final Fight on the Super Nintendo. A couple days ago, my good friend and fellow tuber, Retro Gamer Knee, posted a Final Fight video of him playing as Hagger. It was on the Super Famicom, so the Japanese version, probably a lot more difficult than this one. But Final Fight, I feel like whatever version you play it on, it's always quite difficult, but it's always a great time. Final Fight is a series that I had a lot of love for, although not a series that I was particularly good at. My brother Sean loved it as well, and I mean most people that we know growing up had a lot of love for Final Fight. I mean, it was a great game, and Capcom. When it's Capcom, Konami, they always do it good, or at least most of the time. Um, the character that I chose quite often was Cody. My brother would choose Cody and Guy, but I would tend to go with Cody. Hagger, although I love Hagger, for everything he stands for, his look, even the way he looks. Um, but he's just not one character that I really played of that I played much of rather, excuse me, when it comes to Final Fight. Great character, because I saw Retro Gamer Knee play as him, this is kind of like a video response, if you will, to his initial gameplay. I'll be tagging him in the video as well. I'll also share a link to the original video that he posted of him playing this one. Again, he was playing it on the Famicom version. So, do check out Retro Gamer Knee. Show him some love, give him a like, do subscribe to him. Great guy and great content all around. At the same time, as you could tell by my voice, and I realized something, I am a little under the weather. I am a little under the weather, and I've noticed that I tend to do a lot of videos, gameplay videos, when I'm sick. So I don't know if there's something wrong with me, why I like doing it when I'm sick. But in all seriousness, it's more like because when I'm sick, although I did work today, I worked from home, then a lot of the times I'm just taking it easy. The kids, kind of, uh, because I don't want them to get sick, so, they kind of, keep their distance. Um, so I basically get a little bit of more time, essentially, to myself. So I figured, you know what, I'll just pop in some Final Fight, do a reply to Retro Gamer Knee's video, and it's not like I'm going to be playing this for 40 minutes or 50 minutes or an hour. Basically, what I'm trying to aim for is until I get the no, until I get the game over screen, right? The continue screen. Um, it'll probably be like an 8 minute, maybe nine, something like that. I probably won't go too far in this one. Another thing that I wanted to mention, just off topic, but just about the game itself, and I remember I've mentioned it when I was playing Streets of Rage, when I did the Streets of Rage video, is just the names of these characters. I'm not talking about the main characters. I'm talking about the bad guys. So you always have like the standard typical name like a Josh or a Jake, Billy, Bob, and all that. And then you have some characters that have like a more of a unique name like 2P. I don't know if that stands for two pence. Maybe that's how much he's worth. I don't know. Thrasher, although I do like Thrasher, so I'm not gonna hate on that. But 2P Slash, they always got these funny names. Characters always look a little, well, not a little, I'd say more or less over the top. You always have that punk-looking type of character with Sid. Um, I feel like they all, obviously, they have their own charm, but they all seem to be more or less the same as well, especially for character designs. And when I mean character design, I'm referring more to the actual bad guys. But even even the heroes or the good guys in the game, the guys that you play as. If you look at Cody and you look at Guy, they're quite similar, right? White T-shirt, blue jeans. So that's pretty interesting slash funny uh, of how beat 'em ups work back in the 90s. Um, at the same time, I'll just take some time to give a big shout out to No Camp Dad Gaming, who has been killing it lately. in the Sean and Raza Cup. And speaking about killing, man, I lost 2 lives. God, I always have trouble here. And I think, sorry guys, I think when Retro Gamer Knee was playing this, I think he lost about 3. I know he lost quite a few, and it's quite normal, especially this early on. But yeah, big shout out to No Camp Dad Gaming, for killing it. Spare Umbris. I also want to give a shout out to Saber Duel Gaming. Um, Saber is somebody that I have a lot of love and respect for, and I communicate with him a lot as well. Outside of YouTube. Um, and just big shout out to, without naming everybody, but big shout out to everybody that has shown love, has communicated, has reached out, has shared some stuff, has discussed gaming or movies or wrestling. It's always great to hear what people have to say, whether it's on the Discord, the Instagram, or on the YouTube. It's always welcome, and it's always nice. Uh, you know, if nobody was there, right, to interact with, then what would be the point of doing it, right? Um, at the same time as I use my beautiful sword to try to knock out these enemies, I'll just also mention that the new challenge, as you guys saw, has already been posted out, right? Which is the Wonder Boy challenge, which also uh, the official name for it essentially is the Wonders of Galloway, which is a tribute to Galloway Gaming, and that's definitely a shout out I have to give. A really, really fantastic dude. It's not just that he makes great content; he's just a really great human being. I can tell, even though I don't know him personally, I know he's a good dude. Um, so big shout out to him. I will give you guys one hint. Next challenge will be coming out, or will be from somebody who's very enthusiastic. That's the only clue that I'll give. But a really cool guy, a really cool tuber. And when the time is right, I'll let you guys know who it is. And then obviously once the Wonders of Galway challenge finishes, then the new challenge will be announced, and you guys will know what game it is. So yeah, that's pretty much that for the Sean and Raza Cup. Um, in terms of how things have been, it's been quite busy, hectic, like everybody, right? Work life, family life, especially now in my case because the kids are not in school, right? It's summer break, so they're home quite often. So giving them time, trying to figure out how to entertain them is not always easy. Um, but there is things that I do want to do later on in the future with the channel. Seems like it's something that I've mentioned so many times, but it's easier said than done sometimes. But it's been great. It's been great, since I started this channel. I think it's been about 2 years now, if I'm not mistaken, or close to 2 years. It's been really great just coming across all these great people. Um, and if anybody ever wants to reach out to me, you can definitely do so. Doesn't have to be about gaming, just anything, man. Anything you ever want to talk about, I'm here for you guys. Instagram Raza underscore is underscore retro, and also on Discord Raza underscore is retro as well. I know I haven't been as active as I'd like to be, even on YouTube. I'm missing a lot of videos. Sometimes I miss the notifications. I know people have been complaining about comments disappearing. Uh, I haven't experienced that, thankfully, and that would suck because I do comment a lot, and I try to leave lengthy comments. So if my comments are being deleted, then yeah, I would be pretty mad. But I've noticed that sometimes somebody leaves a comment and I see it like really late. So either I'm not getting the notifications or I'm missing them. I'm not too sure. It's not something that happens often, but it has happened. Um, but yeah, just in terms of busy lifestyle and everything, I've been a little behind on the tube, so I'm hoping to become more active again and try to do some different things. But yeah, man, Final Fight. Lots of love for this game. I think Final Fight is definitely something I'll include in the Sean and Raza Cup. Um, it's just a fantastic game, man. Like so much love for it. I don't think Final Fight has a movie, eh? They should really make a Final Fight movie, but they should make it good. Not like how they typically do video game movies and make them bad. Like they should make a really good Final Fight movie. I think that would be fantastic. I don't know if there's an anime. If there isn't, there should be one as well. But a lot of love for Final Fight. I just realized Hagger actually looks like one of my uncles back home. That's pretty funny. Um, sorry. The other thing that I wanted to mention is I'm thinking of doing something a little different in terms of uploading some videos. So like in this case, I'm using a like a capture card, screen recorder, whatnot. But I kind of want to go back to how I originally did it. Like where I was recording off the TV screen. So let me know what you guys think about that. Should I obviously games that I don't actually own a physical copy that I have to emulate? That's a different story. But for games that I own a physical copy, I think I should go back to that. Obviously, it's a lot clearer and nicer when you're posting it like this for sure. But I don't know. I just like the feel, I guess, if that makes sense, of recording it off the TV screen, and it really does give a retro vibe because, in the '90s or early 2000s, if people were capturing, gameplay footage, or if they were taking pictures of, their games or whatever the case was, they were doing it directly from the screen, right? Or from their camera or their cell phones, those old Nokia cell phones. So. Um, I think maybe that's something that I'll start doing maybe a little later in the future. So I'm going to end it here because I lost all my lives. But, I just want to give a big thank you and shout out to everybody. I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everyone is well. Always remember my brother Sean in your prayers, my family. Remember to pray for yourself and for your loved ones as well. Always be good, always be kind. And remember, no matter what happens in life, always, always remain retro.